RJ's, welcome, my dear. Of course, it's party time. It's Wacky Wednesday. How you been, babe? Hope all is well over there. You know, it's the middle of the week, and it's a crazy week because I was off on Monday, which means technically this is like my Tuesday instead of Wednesday. But hey, it's really Wednesday, so just at work, it's Tuesday. Max Air, holla, what's up, babe? Night Train. Hey, Mike. Tiff, welcome. Eric, hey. Thanks, guys, for stopping and saying hey. Hope you guys are all doing great. Hope your week's going well. Hope it's flying by since it's technically a short week. Although some are still on lockdown, so you know how that goes. Oh, what's for dinner tonight, Tiff? I think tonight is more like a fend for yourself type night because Rusty, my week has been crazy. It's just been insane. It's hot and sticky. It's 80 degrees here, guys. I'm loving it. I would oh, if I could have been outside today, oh man. Right, RJ's Eric, you're lucky you're not underground. I mean, I saw Tiff is gardening now, and got a very nice hole going on. You have to really be really nice right now because gardening is very relaxing and soothing. So I'm told. I haven't got to that relaxing and soothing part yet. Although when I'm planting seeds, that is nice. When I'm planting my what do you call them? They're not saplings because they would be trees. Seedlings. I don't know. You got 6 packs in, awesome. In between cool off. Well, Chris is out flying now. He's been doing this golden hour thing, and it it's really nice in the footage. I have to say that. So, but I guess it's cooler in the evening instead of trying to do it in the middle of the day.
I got pack and 3/4 in, and then I had the boo.
You had a ubu.
It kept these sinking. Data flight, so she ripped off the motor.
Ah, Mike said he got 4 more charged, but then I came on live.
What's wrong with that, guys? Dingling, dingling, dingling.
Uh-oh. Ouch.
It kept
Jim, welcome, babe.
Kept sinking. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, like I said, he was out flying, and what you just found out, I just found out. Of course, you get to sneak some in, Mike. You can always just take me on the phone and take me outside with you, and I'll just continue my rambling about who knows what. It's Wacky Wednesday. Oh, you're on the phone with a woman. Well, you tell Mrs. Sinister I said hello. Or shall I say, soon to be Mrs. Sinister? But she's one of the family, so. Well, yeah, it is a bit tedious, and, I don't know. I don't know how you guys work together, husband and wife team. I can come up with the most amazing projects, and Chris will create them. But if him and I are trying to do it together, uh, the creative juices do not always flow evenly. Sometimes, they kind of like bang heads. So this gardening thing, it's been interesting. We're learning, and we're learning together. I mean, I do have experience with a garden, and I do have green thumbs. I can grow. Everybody who stops by is like, wow, okay, somebody's got a green thumb, and Chris is always like, so I have some experience, but doing things this way is a little different. So we're both learning, but we learn in different ways. Yeah, 20 by 16. Ours is 10 by 7. And it's supposed to be 6 high, but either Rusty's grown or something, because when he comes in, he has to kind of like go like this. And Josh stopped by the other day and he stood at the door and he's like, yeah, it looks nice in there. And he's like, I'm not even trying it. Right? He broke it. Done. Metro Drones, welcome, my dear. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy Wacky Hump Day. Happy Wacky Wednesday Hump Day. Happy Wacky Hump Day Wednesday. Happy Wacky Hump Wednesday. E-Drone, welcome, babe. So you've picked 2 radishes, a spinach, a lettuce head, peas are on the way. Not fair. I have 4 plants of tomatoes, 4 plants of yellow squash. I have seeds of carrots, kale, let me think. Carrots, kale, bell peppers. What the heck were those things in the back? Spinach. And I mean, they are literally in seed pods. So, are, K-cups right now, which, yeah, that's an interesting thing all in itself. But I'm trying to do a garden budget friendly, and I don't know necessarily what you would consider a budget friendly garden, but when you actually start adding up the initial cost of a garden, it's not so budget friendly. Oh my God, you planted over 300 radishes? What the hell are you going to do with them all? I mean, I'm being serious. Can you freeze radishes? See, I'm totally learning. So, I mean, Jesus God, if they all produce, wow, you're going to have radishes out the wazoo. Although that buffalo chicken salad that y'all are having, I mean, that does sound good. Well, Tiff is having a buffalo chicken salad. Y'all are having pizza, so I don't know. Thanks, E-Drone. Yeah, y'all smash that like button. Let's enjoy Wacky Wednesday of a crazy, insane week. And like I was saying, my week? Ha 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 ha. Let me tell you about my week. So, Monday. Was it Monday that Josh stopped by? I think so. Yeah. Josh stopped by Monday evening. And then I ended up staying up with Chris because I was off, and we went to bed at like 1-ish in the morning for me to get back up at 6 and go to work. So, of course, that was stupid on my part. But I survived. Now, Tuesday morning, I get up, I go to work, everything's fine. I'm tired, but everything's fine. I come out at lunch, and I was going to go by the UPS store and drop off an Amazon return and grab my lunch. I put my key in the car, turn the key, everything lights up, all the ding, 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 dings, the whole 9. I turn the key and I get nothing. And I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Although there was a few other choice words in there, but summing it up, you gotta be freaking kidding me. So I turn the key back off and I try it again. And nothing. And I'm like, oh, Jesus, why now? Why? And I know that's the one thing that you don't ask. Well, one of several things that you just don't ask. So I call Chris and I'm like, hey, what are you doing? And he's like, he was charging packs for one thing, and he was doing something else. And he's like, why? And I'm like, oh, I didn't know if you wanted to come to work. And he's like, why? And I'm like, my car won't start. And he's like, what? And I'm like, and it's not the battery. And he's like, what? I said, I think it's the starter. So can you like come look at my car? He says, yeah. And as you guys know, Chris is a mechanic on the side, and our son is a mechanic. So I also called Rusty. Rusty's at work. And I'm like, hey, just giving you a heads up, I think I have a dead starter. I was like, but I'll keep you in the loop. Daddy's on the way. So Chris gets there. Nothing. By the time he gets there now, I have a good 20-minute ride to work in the morning. 20, 25 minutes. Rebecca Adams, welcome. Birdman, welcome. Thank y'all for joining me. So I knew it was going to take him a little while. I'm usually the one who does the research, so I proceed to check out the forums on reasons that my 06 Magnum won't start. No clicky noise, no nothing. And I'm like, it's the starter. It's the starter. I was so convinced it was the starter. I had already looked up the price of the starter. And I'm like, here we go. So I proceed to narrow it down to a possibility of three things. It's either the starter relay, which I'm not usually that lucky, or the ignition switch. And I'm like, oh my God, if it's the ignition switch, here we go. And I never even looked up the price of an ignition switch. So I call Rusty once Chris is there, and I'm like, hey, do you have a way to test starters? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, can you possibly bring that over here? And he's like, yeah. So comes over. They've checked the relay. It's not the relay. I knew I couldn't get that lucky. So they narrowed it down. Yeah, it's the starter. I'm like, all right, look, I'll use my roadside assistance to get the car towed home because it still is within that tow range. And we'll figure it out once we get the car home. So I used the roadside assistance. Now, thank God I'm at work. Dude, an hour and a half for roadside assistance. And I'm like, oh my God, if I was sitting alongside the road, stuck, with nowhere to go, for an hour and a half, I'd be a little upset. But I can go back into work and it's all good. I can get paid while I'm waiting for my tow truck to get here to take my car home. That's going to cost me money. So it's all good. I go in, I let my boss know, hey, when the tow truck gets here, I'm going to have to go out there and take care of this, and I'll figure something out from there. He's like, just do what you got to do. All right. Well, thanks to COVID-19, you cannot get a ride with a tow truck driver right now. So even if I was stranded alongside the road, they give me an option of Lyft or Uber, but you cannot ride with the tow truck. I'm like, okay. So I texted Chris and I'm like, hey, by the way, when the tow truck finally gets here to get the car, I might need you to pick me up from work after that. He's like, okay, no problem. I'll come get you. So Yeah, right. Screwdriver or hammer. Oh, they've done some tapping, and yeah, no. It's 6 years old on the starter, and there's over 200,000 miles on this car. It was a fleet car, and yeah, no. And we replaced the starter when we got the car 6 years ago. So I wish it had lasted longer, but it did not, unfortunately. And when I first looked it up, Eric, yeah, it was about $150. So, but with Rusty being a mechanic, he was able to get a discount, and my starter is only about $100. So, not that bad. Rusty was able to pick it up and bring it home, and it is now installed. Thank you, God. But yeah, yesterday was rough. It was a Monday on top of a Monday after a holiday Monday, and it's just like And see, that's really cool that you barter vegetables, swapping trees for vegetables and extra sauce and things like that. That's a good thing. Our neighbors around here, we probably could not do that. That'd be pretty cool, though. Right, Max? It's just so cool just being out there and knowing that you're growing the things. And, well, I don't know if it's technically going to be a veggie stand per se, but if we do have any extra, then um, we live in a 55 and older community, and we got grandfathered in. So we're going to definitely take care of our neighbors. Oh, that sucks, Birdman. You had to work, but at least you got paid a nice rate for it. And honestly, in a way, it sounds awful to say that I'd almost rather work on Monday. I mean, don't get me wrong. I totally understand what the holiday is and am respectful of it. But Monday holidays to me kind of suck because it throws off my entire week. I would much rather have a Friday holiday than a Monday holiday. But that's just my opinion. Pickled peppers or pickles? See, we can't do the pickles. Chris is cucumbers and pickles. Don't agree with him, right? To watch them grow and transform, it's just, and to know that you had a hand in that. See, and you got a free quad out of it. So a Twig HD, $108 for free. That's a good deal. You got paid good and you got a free quad. But yeah, 2 days ago it was a flower, and now it's a pea pod. And in a few days it'll be full of peas, and then you get to harvest. Well, see, all my stuff's going to be behind because it's just been started. I'll be bragging about having strawberries and things like that in, I don't know, how long does this stuff take, guys? A couple months? Oh, okay. You paid for the quad, but you made up for it by getting double pay. I gotcha. See, I can't say that I know how to can. I know how to make jam. So technically, part of that is canning. But I also know that certain vegetables are better, like blanched and then frozen, than canned. Now, do you guys do that as well? But I think it's going to be cool that if we get overrun with tomatoes, then I can make my own spaghetti sauce like you do, Tiff. I think that's awesome. Because there's just, in certain sauces, you get more acidity, and other sauces, it's just too sweet, and you can never really find that perfect combination. Well, maybe if you make them, then you can. Right? An HD Acro Quad on 3S for barely over $100. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. I'm sorry. Okay, I knew about the corn. I wasn't sure about the peas. Oh, I didn't even think about salsa. Do beefsteaks and Romas. I got beefsteak and early girl. The early girls are already in the ground. The beefsteaks I have as seeds and have to start them. Man, gardening's a lot of work to get started. But yeah, you were talking about budget friendly gardening, about $550 max. Right now, with the greenhouse, the gravel, the landscaping fabric, the plants, the seeds, the soil, the wood to make the beds, some of the containers, some of them I already had, thank God. But yeah, right now I'm sitting at like 360, 370. So, but that's like a one-time investment to me. That's how I'm looking at this. From here on out, I should have seeds. I should have vegetables that's going to save me money from going to the grocery store. So it's going to work itself out. Fingers crossed and green thumbs up. Now, what is OB, Tiff? Oh, Birdman's going after that Mr. Steel vibe. You better watch out. Uh-huh. Yeah, Max, it doesn't sound good that you love them pickles and cucumbers. You might want to watch out. Yeah, I've got to get some cucumbers. Rusty really likes cucumbers, and I've never made my own pickles, so that would be an interesting experience. Tim, welcome, babe. Thanks so much for joining me. Right now, we're shooting the breeze about greenhouses and growing plants. And I'm just learning. So, Chris and I have just put up our very first greenhouse. We actually put it up Thursday, I think it was. Got the beds done Saturday and got some plants in. And I started my seeds on Monday, I think it was. So, we're learning. And see, I'll have green peppers. And I've got seeds for onions. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that I'll have the peppers and onions to do the sauce as well. So who knows? Oh, Lord, don't blow his head up like that, Birdman. Don't do that. Everybody says Chris is like Mr. Steele. He will be the first one to tell you no. But it's so funny to watch everybody's comments on his video and how many times the name Mr. Steele gets brought up on one of his videos. Right? Nothing like growing your own food. You know where it came from. You know what you put on it. If you added any fertilizer that was extra, if you added any type of chemical, you controlled it. You know exactly what it is. It tastes better. It's better for you. And hopefully, like I said, everything will produce. I'm keeping the faith, though. I've gotten out of the loop on actual produce for a while, but I'll get back on that horse. It's just like riding a bicycle. You don't forget these things. Just tell Chris to accept it, huh, Max? Well, that's it. Max says you just have to accept it. Well, see, I like the and see, this is the thing. Me personally, I cannot eat a raw tomato. The acid just tears me up. The only way I can have tomatoes is if they're cooked, and I can have the flavor. And usually, when you think about it, and you cook tomatoes, you add sugar, which knocks down the acidity. So grape and cherry tomatoes, Chris loves. I will gladly grow them, but I use those in like my pasta salads and things like that, where they're more in the raw or maybe cut in half, but not usually smaller than that. Oh my God. I can't imagine tomatoes 8 foot tall. They're going to be outside of the greenhouse if they get 8 foot tall. The greenhouse is only like 6 foot tall. What do you do when the plants outgrow the greenhouse? Just curious. But I mean, I guess technically it could happen. I guess then shit, I'm screwed. I'll be digging my plants up out of the raised bed and having to move them outside. Or just take the greenhouse off and let it go. Adam, welcome, babe. See, now Chris loves a good tomato and mayonnaise sandwich. You give that man a nice big fat tomato, he will just slice it on the bread, mayonnaise, salt and pepper. He's happy. All right, guys, you got to help me out. Now, I mean, seriously, what happens if my plants outgrow my greenhouse? You got me worried now. Peas are at 3 feet tall? Nah. Okay, I can't plant peas. That's not fair. My damn produce is going to be taller than I am. Honey, can you reach me that up there? I can see this coming now. And see, I have to get some seed potatoes because I definitely want to grow potatoes for sure. Right? Meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and any kind of noodles. The bomb. I know, babe. You and Chris are definitely brothers on that one. Well, you guys are not helping. I mean, y'all are playing outside. Well, this is definitely going to be an experience. We're going to have to get these guys leaning or lean with it or something. I don't know. We're going to have to come up with something. I'm going to have to watch the height. This isn't funny, hon. My produce is going to be taller than I am.
Don't y'all love those crunchy traction servos? Told you, don't take long to wear it out.
Oh, Max said you're just going to have to accept that people call you Steel because you're nice like that. So you just got to accept it.
Oh, I hear you. Whatever.
I told him, I said it's funny to see how many people mention that name in your videos now.
Y'all got your wrong goggles on. You have to put the right ones on. You got your wrong glasses on when you watch my vid or something.
Chucky, welcome, babe.
Chucky.
You got fences for everything that climbs. Okay, so do cucumbers climb, right? Or they can climb. Adam says, unless that thing has FPV, throw it in the trash. Laugh out loud, just kidding.
Plum, I was just out front of my house running like 60 mile an hour. This little stretch, it is crazy. That's what does the steering, and you get so fast and try to wheel it, to keep it straight. Oh, it's fun hitting that speed bump, man. That thing almost caught me and smacked me in the shin a minute ago.
Tim said, hey, Chris.
Hey, Tim. What's up?
You haven't put corn in yet? Well, I'll tell you what, Eric, I'm not sure what all you have going, but it sounds like you got something on everything. Right, Chuck? Crystal's Gardening Corner. Nah, it's Wacky Wednesday. Today is the day to kick back, prop the feet up. It's a crazy week. Some people had off Monday, others it's a normal week. For me at work, it feels like a Tuesday instead of a Wednesday, but I know it's Wednesday. We got to keep our Wacky Wednesday going. It's absolutely beautiful outside here. It's like 80 degrees finally, although I'm hearing possibilities of storms coming, and I'm not wanting that. I have plans for the weekend now that I have a starter installed and don't have to worry about that anymore, even though we were taking Chris's car in the first place. Look at you. You're talking about limited space, and you got 300 radish plants, and you're talking about putting 30 plants in a limited space. I don't know about that. Adam, you can afford anything you put your mind to, babe. You just got to put a little bit away each week. Remember, you have time and patience. Now, see, I cannot imagine. Can you all imagine pumpkins and watermelons growing like up a vine and like over top? Somebody maxed their head on a watermelon or a pumpkin as they walk into a greenhouse or some shit. It'd be like, what the hell is this? I told Chris I'd like to take like the I think it's either Chinese or Japanese, but they take the watermelons and they take pumpkins and they put them in a box so that instead of being either round or oblong, they're square. And I think that's just too cool. So I'd like to try that, but who knows? Monster pumpkins, 1,000-pound pumpkins, Eric. Shoo! Raz, welcome there. You're out back ripping that RC track.
Man, I was just out front ripping.
Chris
bro.
was out front ripping. He was out flying when I first came on live. Came in with a quad with a motor not quite attached the same way it was when it went out. Vampire, welcome, dear. What's this time and patience I speak of? I said you can afford anything that you technically put your mind to. You just have to have time and patience.
Look at
Just
that, the
put a
motor's back
little
where it
bit
belongs.
away each week. Spookly the square pumpkin.
Spookly the square pumpkin?
Sure, Vampire, that's exactly what you heard. Spookly the square pumpkin. Exactly, Adam. He said it's hot as hell here, 90 degrees the last 3 days. They need that heat to evaporate all that water, though. There's my Acoma Rose.
What?
Ac Rose. What's decent?
They just chill.
Growing.
Always growing. And he ain't in the greenhouse.
Nope.
I want to take him out there and let
Double
him
A, welcome, babe.
Double A. I thought taking him out there and turning him loose in there and letting him have fun.
That'd be like a smorgasbord. Can y'all imagine Acro in the greenhouse, in the garden? Ho ho!
Sure you could. Sure you could. Show him what you can do. Show him.
Max said, see, he broke it. I was right.
It kept fail-safing on me. It's that one's running XM Plus, the Dom Crossfire on it. It kept fail-safing, so I'd pick it up, punch it, woo, 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 and get it to fail-safe again. When it went down, it just ripped the screws out. I only had 2 screws in it, so I got 2 more holes.
Birdman said, hey, where's my MD95 TSS shirt? Hey, I had to buy that one. What are you talking about?
This thing's got tie-dye look now, where she's done washed it with black shirts.
I washed it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can.
Although my saying, keep the props pointed to the sky, I outdone myself on that one because I don't even keep my props pointed to the sky no more.
Will do, Adam. Will do.
Ooh, it is not Crossfire. I only have
He only has Crossfire on a few things.
4 things Crossfire. My girls, obviously. They only got Crossfire. Crossfire, and Falco X. Best combination you need.
So it shorted out the flight controller.
What? Can't read. That sucks, Tim. But crashing's fun, right? I'm always crashing and breaking something.
Yeah, well,
knocking something out of whack.
Some of you guys saw it. He walked in a while ago and he's like, yeah, I flew 1.5 packs and yeah.
I threw this together today. Check this little thing out.
Always working on something.
Think of the QQ190. I think it's a clone off of that, but that's the whole idea.
Birdman, what was the one that you said you picked up? He got a 3S. I'm
wanting to do 6S on this. That's my goal for this 6S.
No, he got a 3S for like $100.
I hope it wasn't just the battery.
No,
3S quad for $100. I'll probably get 50 for 3S quad. No, it might be a
the
more
Twig
3S.
HD 3S.
Oh, it was a Twig. Oh yeah, that was well worth that then. It's not bad. They're nice, the little Twigs. Still waiting on my frame, Mike. I got my stuff printed. Got it over here. Of course, I had always a bunch of stuff around it.
What do you mean you're down for another week, Raz? Oh my God, Amazon sent him the wrong KV motors. Oh, hell no.
Well, you got some free motors and then your other one's coming, hopefully, right? Because I know she would have got that. I've been keeping them motors. Bitch enough, Ray, if you didn't. You didn't bitch enough. Bitch some more. You scumbag nugget.
Poor Lean got chopped up by a wigged out quad on Sunday. I heard about that, Vampire.
He did. His finger all tore. Man, his little fingers, Jesus. And it was like my size, all jacked up. Like, ugh.
All right, Mike. Have you been out ripping, babe?
Of course.
Oh my God, Eric, you got over 1,000 flowers planted too. I don't even count my flowers anymore. And I have not planted any flower seeds in the greenhouse at all yet. I do have flower seeds, but I have not planted any. I know, right, Double A? Hoping to celebrate an American launch today, but the weather shut it down. Is it Saturday? I thought it was Sunday, but I was telling Chris about it. But yeah, that my heart got broken years ago when that all stopped, but that's a different story. So yes, it is nice to see our launch pads being successfully used again. Bob Biker, welcome, babe.
Bob, welcome.
You know, some of these quads, they just go nuts, Vampire.
They do, at times. They have a mind of their own at times, that's for sure.
Right? Fingers crossed for Saturday. Sorry, Night Train. Golden Hour's dead. Save the 3 for tomorrow. You'll get them in.
See, Mike, man, don't come on until you're done flying fast.
He's like, I had packs charged, but then you went live. And then he said, I might sneak them in. I said, just take me with you. Just turn it on the phone and walk out there and fly. It's all good.
That's what I did. I looked out that window and I was like, yeah, it's going to be getting dark a little bit. I'm going to go fly these packs. I'll be back.
Oh, yeah. He was just like out the door. I'm like, okay.
Peace.
Have fun.
Yep. We'll try to.
Alvin did not sneak in, and you can sit in the corner, but we will notice you, my dear. Welcome, babe.
All you gotta do is pull out something green. He's gonna come alive. Right there. Green dew.
I know what it is.
Actually, Alvin.
It's your shirt.
I did an unboxing on this, Alvin, and I actually I said, man, it's nice. It's the orange one. It's not green, Alvin or ORC. They do have a green one. I picked this up for the ground stuff, but they do have a green one. I like the orange, but green would have been way cooler. He said, damn it.
Right? NASA
right,
plus
green.
Commercial entities equals awesome. Very true.
Chase
NASA's like, launch. You know what? It's okay. You want to take my funding away? I'll just team up with somebody else. Adam says, Alvin, don't be window peeking now. It's all right. Right, Birdman? Drinking that green dew. Liking that green dew.
I told Crystal if she collected all the dew cans they drank, she would make buck on aluminum.
No, actually, what I told Chris is, you know how the guys will stack up like the beer cans and then knock them down? We need to stack up Mountain Dew cans and then let him fly through the Mountain Dew cans.
Birdman did that already. Birdman did a video way back of that.
But with Rusty and I together, I think we can make a bigger stack than... Medusa. I think that was, let me think. Was that the one in Ocean City? Dano, welcome, babe. I remember Mountain Dew had something that they had a thing around the United States, but they had a stop in Ocean City. That sucks, dude. Your state is just like, I read the other day. All right, tell me if it's true because I have to know. Did Michigan outlaw selling seeds right now? Because I mean, your governor is like strange as hell anyway. No, it wasn't a do-mobile. It was like an event. Um, what the hell was it? I want to say there was like BMX. It was like multiple different events that was all sponsored by Mountain Dew. Oh, you want to do mobile? I hear you. I think Birdman and I both want to do mobile, but I mean, I don't know. Alvin, window shopping is less contagious. It's also a hell of a lot less pricey. Oh my God. Yeah, ooh. Stacking a pyramid of beer cans that block the kitchen door, and she comes home that morning. No, I don't think she'd be very happy about that. She's special, Adam. Right? Your wallet says stays the exact same weight after a trip window shopping. Yes, it does. Later, Ray. Have fun, babe. So apparently in Michigan, it's going to be beautiful weather this weekend. Hopefully, y'all get to fly or get outside to enjoy it. Our weather here is up in the air. It looks like Sunday was going to be the better day. It looked like Saturday was supposed to rain. I have not checked that recently because we're planning a trip across the bridge. Look, there it goes again. Where's Mr. Steele? You know, Dana, we were talking about that earlier, and Max says that Chris is just going to have to accept that name because it. Sorry. Oh, Adam. Bullshit. You can find a few minutes to fly a few packs just to relax and still get mom moved. Hey, hon. Come here for a minute.
What?
I don't know about Mr. Steele, Dano, but I found Chris.
Y'all got to stop with that Steele stuff.
Look, he said,
Nowhere
"Where's Mr.
to
Steele?"
compare.
That's why I said,
Nowhere
"Look, there's
near.
another one."
I don't even have this.
Oh, but Adam, that's going to be a good thing.
What?
Adam's moving mom this weekend.
Into his house?
Uh huh.
Oh, I thought she was already there. Okay.
He said, nah, priorities. All right, look, here's the deal. You get Mom moved in, and then while she's unpacking her stuff, you go fly. You can get that done. Oh, Max, you weren't supposed to say anything. He said, bullshit. First pack, you're stuck in a tree for 6 hours climbing 50 feet.
Not me, Max. I'm making a call. Me, you.
You remember the fool who put the quad in the tree before? Yeah,
I got stuck
it's
yesterday.
there again.
I was up in a tall pine tree yesterday, and success. I just gave it to her in turtle mode, and it ended up bending the prop up and dropping it out.
Mad Kiwi, hey babe, thanks for joining me. Uh-oh, what are you making for your better half?
Mad Kiwi, what up? What's he making something?
He said making things from a better half.
John, RC Funds.
RC Funds, welcome, John. Oh, okay, so you gotta enlist even more family help, and then you get to fly. Believe me, babe, you can figure out a way to get it in there. I have faith in you. The weekend's 2 days. But yeah, I found this really cool looking spot, and it's what, 3 hours away?
Oh, Ilchester?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't wait.
Isn't that like 3 hours?
Yeah, probably a good 3-hour ride, yeah. Okay.
So
me driving?
Yeah, well, here's the deal.
2 hours? No.
They had a protest there today.
Oh, wow.
To reopen. And I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, so they still, well, that doesn't matter if they've been closed down. That doesn't bother us.
I knew he was going to say that.
That don't bother me.
No, because the area we're actually going
I'm
to.
with something to eat while I'm up there.
Well, we'll just have to find the area around that's that's open. But no, the area we're going to is all about nature. So there's a trestle bridge, there is railroad tracks, there is a railroad tunnel, there is abandoned buildings,
Come on, Dano, you can go with us. John, you close enough.
Numerous things to do. So
Josh, Eric.
It's definitely going to be an all-day long
Crystal
thing.
and Doc so far, so we're going to try to. We want to do it all day Saturday because we're planning on staying up there late at night and kind of check out the ghost hunting type stuff too. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a blast.
It's going to be an adventure.
And if I'm standing there and flying that trestle bridge and a train comes
Dano,
through.
so where are we going? It's called Ilchester, Maryland.
Ellicott City.
Yeah, it's up near Ellicott City.
It's going to be a blast. Look it up on YouTube if you guys interested into what it is. It's beautiful. Got a creek bed down underneath of it. Everything I've been wanting.
Yeah, how many times have you guys heard, I want to fly a bridge? I want a bridge.
I want a trestle bridge.
I want a trestle bridge. I want a trestle bridge. I want a trestle bridge. Guess what is not around here?
I gotta admit I had one, but I was not.
There are no trestle bridges on this side of the bridge. So we have to drive.
Pretty Boy Lake, we were at one, but I did not have the kahunas to fly it. I was not as confident as I am now. I was like, no. Something happened, bounce off that bridge, land in the water.
Max said, bring in 20 quads and 6 GoPros, right? No, believe it or not.
Max. I fly with 3. Only 3 birds, 2 GoPros. I have 4 GoPros, but I only go out with 2. So if a train comes, I will dedicate one of my rigs. I'm going all on that train. So if the rig makes it back and my skills are that good enough, then I want to do it. But if not, then somebody's going to have third-person footage of my quad getting run over by a train. One of my girls will die. Oh, boy.
So how do I find out the train schedule for certain
We're gonna
railroad.
be there all day, so. And everybody I've seen, they're pretty frequent through there. Everybody we've seen do a video.
Oh God, Max, no, you didn't.
What?
He said, Steele did it. Steele Jr. needs to do it better.
Nurk, man.
Oh,
when it comes to the train, man, Nurk killed it. Nurk got in that box car, was flying with it, flew under it. Oh, dude, he killed it. And that's what's in my mind to do with the train. Nowhere's near as good as them guys did it, but I'm gonna put in what I can get in. Believe that. I've done some things I can't share a video with, so I can tell you I'm gonna be on that train. Choo choo.
Right? And he flies Falco X.
Falco, baby.
God help.
You know I don't want to talk trash about FR Sky, but they might have some. I had like 5 D6s over there tonight. I usually don't have them. It's weird. I don't know what's going on with that. The Rotor Ride Flow. It just said. What?
Bob will never let me down. He said, "What's a Mr. Steele? A new model dildo?"
Tell Bob.
Oh, love you, Bob. Oh God. Yes, John. The session is the small square GoPro.
Right here. Come on, Sean.
He said he's never had a GoPro. He wants a session, a small square one.
Those things are tough.
Yes.
Those things are tough. Let me tell you. Real tough. And there's you got to get the little safety glass for it when you get it. So you definitely want the safety glass. Don't be like that MD asshole in the beginning.
Please don't.
He's like, nah, he don't need those. He don't need those. That's why he's got 2 GoPros down there with the eyeballs knocked out of him. So I've learned on these 2. But I do got the GoPro plan, so I can get another one just about $45.
Baduga's life is in danger. He's asleep, but he had to say hi. Hi, Baduga.
Mrs. Baduga. Lewis.
He said, putting my life in danger. He had to say goodnight to everyone.
He said, I want no pots and pans thrown early in the morning.
Vampire, so what is this Rotor Riot you speak of?
Eric's old frame. Remember the Flow? This thing here?
John, are you talking to yourself, my dear? Is that the small square one, John? Right? A model dildo with handlebars.
I'll tell you what, though. Eric bashed this thing. Edron, I watch him, really bash this thing every time we flew together. A broken camera plate and a little crack right here is all it is. This thing flies really good. It's just, once it needs crossfire, that's all. And then it'll be great. But, yeah, this nice. That's what I was flying today. It's the Rotor Ride Flow. I got it slammed. See it right here? I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see. It's a nice fly.
There you go, Bob. Adam had to correct you. Nope. It's just a pocket pussy. Satisfying for a few minutes and then black.
You said a quad's a joke? Boom, boom, boom. Crystal didn't say it as a joke. She said
Night, Baduga.
Night, Baduga.
Oh, yeah, I hear ya. Uh-huh.
Scream way out.
No, Vampire said everything needs crossfire.
Well, I wish. But I only fly mainly my Apexes anymore. I took it out tonight. I was just saying I'll fly that Rotor Ride. I ain't flown in a while. That's all I basically fly. So that my Beast has got crossfire. The Alien had crossfire, but I stole the receiver out of it because I crashed one of my Apexes and needed it. Caught in the crossfire.
I understand that, Dano. 4:30 does come mighty early, my dear. I tried the 1 o'clock in the morning crap on Monday and got back up at 6. Yeah, it was rough. So I totally understand that. But Google Ilchester, Maryland. I'll send you the thing later on, and you'll definitely understand. It's a definitely cool place.
Beautiful.
John said, "What size is that quad above the wing?" Yeah, that is technically a 10-inch, but that's not a 10-inch.
It's an iFlight DC-10, but it's a beast class. It is a 475 millimeter. It holds.
No,
10,
dear, it's Twizzlers tonight, not Jujubes.
It takes 10-inch props. It's a monster. I built it, wanted it so bad, and I've flown it, I think, 4 times maybe.
Jesus, God, y'all have another 1 to 3 inches of rain coming? That's insane.
That rain is terrible. We had it like 1 week straight. It sucked.
But not like they did.
But I'm glad I'm into the ground RCs now too, because now I get to go out and do something on rainy days. Run the cars.
Yeah, I haven't been to Walgreens, mainly because if you seriously think about it, right, Walgreens is a pharmacy. Sick people go to the pharmacy. Are they technically going to listen and only go through a drive-through, or are they going to come into the pharmacy? You can't guarantee that. So I've kind of like given up on certain goodies for right now. So no, I haven't had any jujubes in a while. Right, Adam? 2020 can kiss all of our asses, I think.
Indeed.
This is just... I said, wait a minute. 2020 is supposed to be perfect vision. This is damn sure not perfect vision. Well, I just must be getting old because I just can't do that crazy stuff anymore. Adam said, I gotta get up at 5:30. Birdman's getting up at 5. Nah. I like the 6. Well, technically 6:15-ish. Oh. Oh, wait. And you're off tomorrow? That ain't right. Ooh. John made a rotisserie chicken today on the grill.
Nice. I used to do beer can chicken.
Yeah, that was really good.
I gotta do that. I ain't done that in a while. Stuff a beer can up his boop, 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 and get him cooking. Guinness was the best one to do with.
Alvin, my dear, you never know until you do know. Or you don't know. I mean, precaution. He said he was stuck in Rite Aid the other day for almost 2 hours waiting on pain meds.
Jesus.
Right.
What are they doing? Going out? Cartel waiting on the delivery?
All right, John, why are skinny jeans like a cheap hotel?
I need to get a freaking napkin for that. Light is bright. Need sunglasses set back here. Or skinny jeans like a cheap hotel.
Because there's no ballroom.
Only John would come up with that.
Oh, no, but see, the sad thing is there's this rep that comes in to work every once in a while. And, of course, he hasn't been able to come in because of all the COVID-19. But they literally nicknamed this guy Tight Pants. And all he wears is skinny jeans. That's all this guy wears is these skinny jeans. And it's like, and literally, if anybody asks, hey, where's the Hubble rep? And they're like, oh, who? Tight Pants? And I mean, half these people don't even know this guy's name. They just know him by Tight Pants. And it's like, oh my God.
Y'all know who he's talking about, though.
We do. That's the sad thing. John, your kid just doesn't have the more mature sense of humor that we all have.
It's over the giant morning tab.
Yeah, Alvin, that wake and bake and hit too hard, yeah, you might choke and puke.
So come on, people, get my meds. I need to be out of here. Now the room is spinning.
Bob, I'm not so sure I'd want to get up early in the morning to clean out bird shit. I'm sorry. That's just not my highest priority of getting up early in the morning.
Nah. Don't forget you, I closed the greenhouse.
I know this. Now, are they doing anything unique or special, John? He said his oldest graduates next week.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Probably not with all
Sucks
this
that
COVID.
it's in all this insanity.
Don't give them a drop. Don't give them a drive-through. I should have.
No, I mean certain schools have done like the drive-through
I
graduation.
say they'll do the drive-through.
They have done here. They set up the stage. You were allowed to come take your photos. They had like banners and things up. They actually painted on the football fields the school name and class of 2020. They did provide that. They did not provide a photographer, which I thought was a little strange, but right, Corona 19, you're all gonna die. Michigan's governor, you can't do this, you can't do that. Oh, but wait, I did hear that her husband contacted a marina and demanded that his boat be put in the water before Memorial Day weekend so that he and his family could use it. But said marina happened to leak said information to the public and the press. See, I'm up on this stuff. I was like, are you freaking shitting me? Just like the, I think it was the governor of Virginia that ended up in being seen in North Carolina after telling people not to leave the state. I mean, people, you are the ones that are supposed to, quote unquote, lead by example. Well, if you're going to tell me that I got to stay home, then you better keep your ass home. And if you're going to tell me that I can't leave my state, then you better sure as hell not leave your state. That's just my way of looking at it. Right, Bob? I heard that. Marina said, get to the back of the line, bitch. You ain't first. Sorry about your luck. Awesome, Craig. Long weekend there. The Queen's birthday. Get paid and not go to work. Awesome. See, we just had a long weekend. This past weekend was Memorial Day. So we had Monday off. Well, things are a tad different, I believe, here. Now, over there, does everything shut down for the holidays or are certain things still open? Because over here, things still are open on holidays, on certain holidays. I think somewhere in the U.S. on every holiday, there's something open. Very true, Bob. I'm sure you do get paid well for wearing a tie-back suit and a respirator. I wouldn't want that job. Oh, they're doing the drive-by? Yeah, you might apologize, but what's done is done. You know what I mean? Once people see that you don't even listen to the words that come out of your mouth that you want other people to do, they're not going to listen to you about anything. You have lost all of your credibility, and no amount of apology is going to give that back. Right, Bob? Yeah, hold up. No, your boat ain't going to no damn water. You're the one that put us all through all this shit and I'll lay behind. No, You'd be lucky if your boat floats. Oh, I didn't say that. It'd be kind of funny if when it went in the water, something just miraculously kind of like sunk it. Oops. But what these people fail to realize or remember, there's an election coming. The new people that are going to step up to the plate to run against these people, just remember this, okay? Those people may not be career politicians, but those people know what they're walking into. They're walking into that ship eyes wide open, okay? Just remember that. They're not the ones that have been in politics for 10, 20, 30 years. They're the people who have finally said, I've had enough. But that's the thing. They might think they can tell you, yeah, you can do this. No, you can't do that. Yeah, you got to do this. No, you can't do that. They're just like us. But we put them there. We put them in that position of power. That's what they forget about. Poor Max, it's not legal in New York yet at all, or now, Mad Kiwi, what technical season is it over there? You said frost here all week. So I know it's cold. You know, that's sometimes the thing, Adam. Sometimes you have to pick the lesser of two evils. Neither one may be the greatest. But do you open your mouth and have your say at the vote? Or do you just sit back and do absolutely nothing? And then bitch and cry about it later when you did nothing in the first place. That's it, guys. We're all writing in Max Air. Okay? Max Air 2020. He'll take 400K forever, free beanies, free housing, heli, plane, car rides. Hate me, bitches. Max, the only way you're going to get my vote is if you tell the FAA they better back the fuck up off the damn drones, okay? and leave the damn guns alone. Then you got my vote. I'll write you in, babe. Max Air. You know, Bob, I don't think they would ever be that stupid. I really, truly don't. People have talked about it, and talked about it, and talked about it, and talked about it, and that's all it is. It's air, it's lip service. They're not going to try to take our guns. They're not that stupid. They might think they have power, but they're not that damn dumb. They know bullets hurt. Thomas, welcome, babe. Thanks for joining me. They're trying at them, but it doesn't always succeed. Okay? And the reason I say that is I live in one of the strictest bullshit gun law states there is. We went through this shit. Okay? We have to go get this to do that. We have to do this. We have to do that. Yeah, da, 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 da. Yeah, Dude, when they first came out with, I think it was what the hell is it called? The HQ12 or some shit that Maryland came up with. You know when you fill out your paperwork to get your gun? And by law, they have like 30 days to do your background check and yada, yada, yada. Yeah. Dude, that shit was so backed up. It was months before people were even getting the background check done. We've been through it here in Maryland. It sucked. But you know what? We still got our guns. They'll push, but they're not totally stupid.
The old camera bag might come in handy from the trailer.
Had to unclog a bathroom sink. Yeah, right? You're just taking over Mommy's chair tonight, aren't you?
He's been for a treat.
I know. I'm seeing.
He's had enough. He's not getting nothing. You're not getting nothing.
Ooh, don't smoke that router bird, man.
You're not getting nothing. No, don't get up there. Nothing up there for you.
Oh, come on, Max. You got to remember your loved ones.
Little ones and your cousins.
Nah, see, I was going to write Max Air in for election. I told him now. I said, you got to tell the FAA they got to back the hell up off the drones. He said, FAA, no Amazon, no FedEx. We got to train FPV pilots. Sign up, my friends. Cheapest pilot get in. Sorry, politics equals money. Let's talk.
I'm in, bro. What we doing?
Hey!
What do you talk?
Right, I think I'd much rather unclog the bathroom sink than the toilet, though. Go give him some shit, Adam. Enjoy your night, babe. Thanks for hanging out.
All right, Adam.
Oh, you gotta work up the ladder, huh? Even Mr. Steele back here's gotta work up the ladder.
Tell me what you need from and I'm doing it.
Oh, Lord, Thomas. Yeah, thank God nobody had Taco Bell.
You must.
He said, I'm sure the toilet will be next. Well, babe, I mean, yesterday was my starter. I mean, today is your bathroom sink, so. You can keep it up that way, though. You don't have to bounce it back this way. toes cramp.
Toes cramp.
Yes, I was sitting on my foot. Like a fool.
All right.
Taco smell? Yeah, that's about what I call it, John. That and taco, 4 letters.
Yeah.
Yep, Thomas, that's exactly what it is. Oh, your long, glorious box of hair that keeps clogging up the sink.
Hey, girl, you on camera back? Come handy for my transmitter. Look around the transmitter.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Fits in our pocket.
Where's Wayne and Mike B? I don't know. I haven't seen Wayne in a while now. I know his schedule was changed. Mike B? Oh, he pops in anytime. You never know when you might see Mr. Mike
be
B.
watching already.
Yeah, he
Come
might.
on, Mike.
He might just be laid on back. You
Yep.
never know.
Jump in with that peanut butter cookie.
Right? Start talking about that oatmeal cookie with that peanut butter. Chocolate chip cookie with that peanut butter.
I don't know though.
Coffee at the Waffle House.
I don't know though. Guy was kind of old, so.
Nah.
Things might not be working well for him, you know.
John, I always have my halo on.
Yeah, look.
I'm seeing a lot of grays in there.
You calls yourself him. Her starter went up the other day. She wants to just, you know how women are, right? They just, I'm like, it's no big deal. It's a starter. We'll get it dealt with. She just wants to keep going on and going to get worked up about it. I'm like, there's no need to get worked up about it. It's the starter. It lasted 5 years, 6 years. It was pretty good.
Just not something I needed right at the moment. That's what he does not understand.
Broke down yesterday, back on the road as of tonight. So.
Right. I can't complain about that.
Right. Russell laid on his back and got her done.
That's right.
I'm a steel Twizzler. John, you take like 2 cookies and put some peanut butter between them. Bang. How might be?
No, it's oatmeal, cinnamon oatmeal raisin cookies. Usually brings Chuck, but he's streaming tonight. So
Any cookie bring Chuck. Chuck just.
No, it's cinnamon oatmeal raisin cookies, and yes, it has to have cinnamon in it.
Chuck will eat anything.
You said he's like Mikey? Okay. Breath of the Wild? Never heard of it.
Breath of the Wild.
Right, and he had it knocked out in...
Hour and a half.
There you go.
Not bad.
A Zelda game. God, I haven't played Zelda.
Zelda.
What are you playing on? Are you playing on PC or?
Thomas is an old nerd.
Nothing wrong with being an old nerd.
He's got that. What was it? You had all those games loaded on it. I forget what it was when you were telling me about that before. It was a Raspberry Pi, I think. He has like all the old games on like one thing. All the old throwbacks.
They're the best games.
I know. I'm with him on it. You play them now versus like the graphics and all that. It's like, whoa. Like,
yeah, there's definitely a big difference.
Blocks and stuff.
Pixelated.
Still fun though to go back and play it. You don't get all frustrated like you do with the new.
He said, I picked up a Nintendo Switch during a pandemic Target run. John wants to know if anybody is binge watching anything good. I have not been. I don't watch a lot of TV,
live
so
TV, John.
you lucked out and found one. I bet a lot of electronics have been sold during this lockdown period. Yeah, Rusty is usually the one that watches different shows and everything. Me personally, uh-uh. Started The Last Kingdom, liked it so far. The Drew Carey Show may be the next one. Oh my God, Big Bang Theory. You're taking the shows back in time there, my dear, slightly. Next thing I know, Eric's gonna be telling me he's watching Dallas. Right, Thomas? I think my pillow might be next. That's what I'm telling you. It's been one crazy, wacky week. Not just a wacky Wednesday. It's a crazy, wacky week.
Wait, hold on. I'll come in the camera because I totally stealing some of these. Hello,
Look,
everybody.
there goes my Twizzlers. Rusty says hi and bye and steals the Twizzlers.
And I'm coming back. Thank you.
You're welcome.
They're so good.
Yeah, you got me on that one, John. He said I would binge watch Crystal, but she only has to show once a month now. Nah, believe me, I'm trying hard to get back on schedule. I promise. So I'm here now. I'll be here next week. Same time. Same crazy ass bat channel. Everything knock on wood goes the same. Right, Thomas? I think it's been crazy months for everybody. Oh, now there you go. Amazon is online ordering only, delivered by FPV GPS pilots. I'm liking that one. Oh, good deal, Alvin. New stove. Awesome. Electric or gas, babe? Nope. Nope, John. There's just something about the that diamond painting thing that it's still sitting over there, and I don't know. There's just my problem is I get into certain hobbies and I get out of certain hobbies. Okay, I am more than willing to try anything, but if I'm not really into it, I usually won't stick with it. That, dude, there's so much prep work with the diamond painting and everything. And one thing I cannot stand is a lot of prep work. I love to craft. I hate prep work. So, The second diamond painting is still sitting over there. I think I got maybe this much of it done, and it's sitting. One of these days, I might finish it. I might not. Who knows? But no, it seems like the hobby that I'm sticking with now is photography. So everything else, craft-wise, has kind of like been pushed to the side. And every time I'm out and don't have a camera attached to me, I'm really kicking myself. So yeah, I think the hobby is definitely photography now. Now I just gotta like push myself more to do more videos for you guys so I can show you what I have been up to. Because everywhere Chris goes to fly, there's usually shots taken. Plus, many, many, many other shots of places that I've just been like, hey, let's go here. And next thing you know, Chris has found a new spot to fly. Nothing wrong with that, Alvin. It's electric stove. Awesome. See, I prefer electric stove. I grew up with a gas stove. And then once I got my own place, I got an electric stove. And I prefer an electric stove over a gas stove. Max, I've never tried that. To be honest, can you believe that one? Crystal's never tried soldering with all this here. Shocking. But hey, I'm honest, so. Around Christmas ball reflection. Well, see, the really cool thing is, Eric, I got a lens ball. And I've been messing with that some. But I tell you what, you got to be really, really, really careful if you play with a lens ball because you will burn yourself quickly. Right, Chris? Angry face. Nah, he keeps he'll keep messing, and he's like, you really oughta. He's one of these days you'll just pick it up and go, and I'm like, but see, I know my limits, and believe it or not, I'm not one to step way outside my comfort zone. Ooh, Alvin doing a cooking video. I want to see. I want to see. I'll see. I'll see. I'll see. Alvin's always made me hungry, telling me what all he's made. Right? The Christmas ball when you take the reflection picture. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. But I don't know. For one, I have astigmatism. I've had it for, it was 1994. So I see floaters, and for those of you that don't know, it's the little things that just kind of like float across your eye that aren't really there, and you go like this and then they're gone. I have that problem. And then at times my hand shakes. So soldering tiny things and I might not get along. Willing to step outside? Maybe, maybe not. Right now? Yeah. Why? I could say, hey, hon. Hell yeah, Alvin, you stole that. The stove cost $60 and only $40 for delivery. Psh, dude. Yes. And see, Thomas, I think honestly, Chris really prefers a gas stove. But oh, hell yeah, Max. The big one is monstrous. But regardless of size, that little one will hurt quick too. And Alvin, honey, it don't matter if it's new, used, or what the hell ever it is. It's new to you. My stove, Chris's dad used to do, like, I can't say technically renovation because it was more like remodeling, like adding on, redoing kitchens, things like that. And he worked for a company that was across the bridge. So one day he calls us up and says, "Hey, I'm interested in a new stove." Maybe? Well, I am a sucker for a glass top stove. I just think they're awesome. You don't see anything, everything is flat. Yes, you have to be more careful, but that's what our new to us used stove is. And it still works perfectly. So, right, go ahead and do it. Just step out of your comfort zone, try it. You never know, you might like it, might be able to do it. Never know unless you try. Very true, Thomas. And see, when I first moved here, and I've lived in this spot for 22 years, when I first moved here, our power sucked. God, and we were always having power outages. Always. But it was easier for me when I first bought this place, being a single person, to have one utility bill instead of two. So I took everything in the house electric. And thank God, our electric company, not long after, upgraded all the lines, and knock on wood, we haven't had any problems since. And then we also got the generator as backup. So even if it does go power out, I still have my stove. Ooh, Max, right? Love a wood stove. God help, I love a wood stove. Although, me personally, I can cook outside. And I don't mean grilling. I mean, like, over an open campfire, I can cook. So, you gotta do what you gotta do. And see, that's the crazy thing is knowing you guys, we all can think outside of the box and make things work. So, and that's what we all do, and that's how all of us have survived. But yeah, Max, this Chris is outside. He's zipping up the greenhouse for me. It's not the biggest. It is still a work in progress. There will eventually be a video done, including a time lapse of it going up. But like I said, it's a work in progress. That's all been done since Thursday of last week. So we're learning. We're getting there. Got a lot of work to do, but yeah, back then, even, well, when I bought this house, I was, let me think, 20 years old. So a 20-year-old trying to think on her own and manage money And as you all know, that ain't the easiest thing in the world. But I'm still here. And it's still here. So I did something right. Right? Less bills to pay. Wood, thumbs up. We heat with wood, cook, hang out. Exactly. Very, very true, Alvin. Your electric stove's not gonna blow up if there's a leak and you're not around or you don't know it. Or, yeah, no, But there is a very big difference if you guys have never cooked on the opposite. Oh Lord, the first time you switch over, be prepared for an experience. They don't eat the same. They don't cook the same. They don't bake the same. I speak from experience on that one. You might think it's the temperature. Oh, it's come on now. That you put the oven to 400, it's the same. No, it's not. Takes longer. Things are different. Believe me, there's differences. Well, he sent me more pictures of the greenhouse, but now I can't open them. Strange. Ah, here they come. And of course, it's getting dark outside. Or is dark outside because it's 9:45 here. But I had to leave room for my seeds, so. Oh, and I have parsley plants that are growing as well. Gotta get my herb garden growing. No, I'm not growing those types of herbs. Calm down. I'll be right back. What was that? Come on. Little Mr. Henri Acro has decided he was going to jump onto the coffee table and start ripping things off. It is, Thomas. It is parsley, I promise. Yep, we have a stove in there, and then we also have a oh, what the hell is that thing called? It's a fan that is controlled by a thermostat. So whatever that thing is. Right, Alvin? You've got the green thumb for those, babe. I'll leave those to you. You can grow them. I'd be in deep shit if I tried to grow those. I won't be surprised if somebody doesn't. Oh, she's got a greenhouse. Oh, yeah. Well, I guarantee you those are tomato plants. They're not the biggest tomato plants in the world, but they are tomato plants. Right? I'm sure that would be a hell of a party if you think about it. He's got the growing. He can make the utensils, dude, and he can cook. So there's the munchie food. Alvin, we're all headed to your house, babe. Yep. You just better move over. Because the guys are bringing the drones, the RC trucks. We're partying at Alvin's. And the minute the damn ground moves underneath my feet, somebody better catch me. Alvin's, this is not at all that it sounds right now. That's okay. It will be by the time we get there. You know, sometimes you just have to bring the party to the person.
Everything closed up back there. It's starting to rain.
Dude, we're all headed to Alvin's for a party.
Shit, that's what's up. I'm calling Jeff up. Get him meet us over there. Jeff Freestyle.
Well, you know, Alvin's got the
I'm down with that.
he's got the, how do I put this?
I
The
get to
vegetation.
Take my Revo and whoop his butt with his
Alvin's
tractors.
got the vegetation. He's got the way to make the utensils.
I know he's got
Alvin can cook.
with good stuff.
And he just got a new stove. So hell to the yeah until the ground moves. Then we're coming home. Oh, he said he got plenty of room for tents too. Yep.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Party at Alvin's. Who we got to pick up on the way? John, we got to pick you up?
Wish, man. You gotta be all the way on the other side. We're on one end.
We'll meet you halfway, Alvin. You better dig them plants up. Oh. It would be sweet, though. I tell you what, if we ever hit the lottery, y'all better look out, because one of these days you're going to hear, like, who the hell is knocking on my door? No way in hell! What the hell is Chris doing outside? Uh-huh, see? Although, Alvin, I can't knock on a P.O. box, so I'd have to call you. Alvin, I'm down the road. Just come meet me, babe. Night, Tim. Thank you so much for hanging out, dear.
Night, Tim. Stop wrecking them quads and breaking things, man. You'd have to stop flying to do that, so me too. So.
And see, Alvin, I wouldn't even have to worry about that, even though you said it'd have to be the fall or the spring, because in the summer it's over 100. You know, I like that heat, but even in the fall and the spring over there, it's warm.
No,
So
see, Alvin,
Thomas is like, oh hell no, I'm shutting the front door.
No, see, Alvin, you have to do it in the hot, right? And then you charge like $25 to sit in there for like an hour and chill. If the yabba dabba do happens, that's even more, you know?
Oh, Max said, you won a lottery? Come on in.
Exactly.
See?
Max said, Alvin, you my favorite friend.
I ain't seen you in forever. Of course you haven't. Night, John. Thanks for joining me, babe.
Night, John.
He said he got to work tomorrow, and I do as well, guys. It is 9:52. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up for the evening. And remember, I will, hopefully, fingers crossed, be right back here for Wacky Wednesday next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. God willing, and the creek don't rise, I'll still be here. So
Yeah, go run, grab acros and kill. Quick pizza.
until next time, guys, remember,
Toodaloo, as Drone Worship would say.
I love you all. Happy growing. Here's to a green thumb.
Eric with his green
And
arm.
yes, baby doll, if I ever won the lottery, I'm bringing the biggest damn air conditioner I can find to your house.
Shit,
I promise you.
we'll just have the HVAC guy follow us in and put your unit in.
There you go. Well, the hell with that. Dano is an HVAC
That's right.
guy. I'm just picking up Dano and bringing him with me and telling him that we need to install AC there. So, see, I got connections, baby doll. I know who does what. But until next time, guys, remember, I love y'all.
Peace.
Enjoy your week. I'll catch you next time.
Be good, fam.
Love you guys.